Welcome to the Beyond Wrestling post-show. It's me, Kevin, and it's Matt, and we're here to discuss New England Mania and Midas Touch.
Midas Touch. I feel like a touch inside my soul after watching that whole 6 hours of action, right?
I would say close to it, yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty action-packed, so many amazing matches, a lot of development in storylines. Pushing forward, we now found out, also breaking news, that tournament for tomorrow is now tournament for today.
I don't know why, I don't know how, but it sounds cool. Maybe next year will be tournament for yesterday.
For yesterday?
Yeah, for yesterday.
Tournament for next year?
So, matches announced for tournament for today, November 6th, I believe, will be Zack Sabre Jr. versus Keith Lee. And as confirmed in the main event, it's going to be Donovan Dijak versus Long John Silver.
Number one, John Silver. And,
yeah.
What a night for some of those superstars, too. Yeah. If you look at it, the main event for tonight's show at Midas Touch was Michael Elgin against John Silver. And, we were seeing Michael Elgin, the return of Michael Elgin to Beyond Wrestling, the first time in 2 years that he's been here. And he was a behemoth. Yeah. His power was just unmatched. He held Silver in the air with one arm on a gorilla press and just tossed him down to the mat. So he was ragdolling Silver for a lot of that match, but you have to hand it to John Silver, who's maybe having the year of his career.
Well, that's the thing, too. When you disappear from Beyond Wrestling for a while, you maybe Michael Elgin's lost Midas touch. Maybe he lost his touch in this environment, and John Silver's been performing every single card, every single month. And so John Silver knows what it's like to perform in Beyond Wrestling. Although Michael Elgin is no stranger, I just think that might have given John Silver the upper hand.
I was talking about a guy who just a couple months ago had a huge victory against Keith Lee. So for Silver, I don't think the size is necessarily a factor. He's been in there with some of the top, most powerful wrestlers on the planet. So we saw him tonight. He was able to use a roll-up pin or something like that, cradle, and he really caught Elgin off guard. So it was very excellent. Michael Elgin did give a speech afterwards. It looks like he will be continuing in Beyond in the future. So should be awesome. Good to see him back.
It's going to be good to look forward to. But to add to Darius Carter's little rant about how, inconsistency continues to contain the main event, I think that's true. And I think we've seen, Michael Elgin, as you mentioned, not being on the card since American Rana 2014. He shows up, it's great, but he's in the main event. So what about the Crusade for Change, who has won every single match this year that they've been in?
10-0.
10-0, still no main event, not even on the 5 o'clock card, not even on Midas Touch. They were in New England Mania. And most of the time, they're even failed to mention before the event. So that's something I wanted to point out as well.
Sometimes they have to create their own promotional posters in order to get the word out on their match. So
yeah,
I don't know, but speaking of the Crusade for Change, it was a spectacular performance by them today once again, and I think that going forward, I don't know who Beyond is going to be able to batch together to take them on. They've taken out at this point.
It seems like every single match I watch, there's a competitor in at least every match that the Crusade has beat. You watch Hit Squad versus the War Machine. Well, Crusade beat the Hit Squad. You can watch Brian Fury's match. Well, they beat him too.
And his handpicked team.
Yeah, Sonya Strong's match. She faced Jan Parazzo and they beat Sonya Strong. So I feel like almost in every match there's a person that the Crusade for Change has fought, risen over.
Yeah, I thought that was one of the most interesting matches of the night too, especially with the announcement that Chuck O'Neal would be on the other side of Crusade for Change. So it was Crusade for Change taking on, was it Biff's Kids?
Yeah, Biff's Kids, Biff's Boys, but it was an exciting match for sure.
Here, Eric Spicely as well. So plenty of great appearances here at Beyond.
It was a fun match, Biff's Kids, Biff's Boys are, I don't know if it was a Halloween costume. Everybody was there was a team that was put together, but they obviously weren't well prepared for what was about to happen.
Yeah, that's the thing too. You have a lot of, You had Flip Gordon on that team too. So you kind of had everything. You had speed, you had some power guys too, you had Chuck O'Neal with a lot of the technical background, and still they couldn't really mount enough offense. But part of it was Chuck O'Neal. At one point, his team was winning. They were in control of that match, but he just turned on his own squad.
Well, do you blame him? He knows where the brilliance lies, and that's what the Crusade for Change.
And we failed to mention the great opening rant by Chuck O'Neal, where he sort of just broke down his entire team. He's like, really? I have to team up with these guys? And he kind of proceeded as to why he didn't want to team up with them. So, yeah, sort of by the end, he kind of just set them up for failure, set up his teammates for the Crusade for Change, and then we saw the public execution take place.
Yeah.
And that was it. Another win. Chalk it up. Chalk it up in the W column.
I don't see anybody beating the Crusade for Change.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen. You know, when we spoke of Keith Lee earlier, he had a pretty great match with Brian Malonis. It was incredible. There were a few times where both men would hit each side of the ring, and I saw the ring shift. You know, I seen the ring shift a little bit, and I think the people that deserve some of the most credit tonight is the ring crew. There was a spill in the ring, which they had to change the mat.
Wasn't that for the massage oil?
Massage, yeah.
That was
Massage Envy match.
The Massage Envy match with Joey Ryan on their team.
Yeah.
They were against Pazuzu, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a pretty exciting match. I think Pazuzu is just stepping up their game every time. And maybe, just maybe, by the end of the year, they'll be ready to go back and face the Crusade for Change.
Yeah, and that was, I think, one of the turning points, too, for the Crusade for Change earlier this year, or maybe late 2015. But when they got that victory over Pazuzu, I know they've been feuding for a while, that kind of set the Crusade off. And ever since, they really haven't been the same. They've really evolved and gone up to the next level. So,
yeah, they've taken out everybody pretty much. And I mean, during that Keith Lee match with Brian Malonis, and then during the Hit Squad match with War Machine, there were several times where that ring should have collapsed, but it didn't. Yeah. I don't know what they had under the ring holding it up, but...
Yeah, I think it was Rich Palladino who said it. Yeah. He's like, wait, so this ring can support 1,000 people, but you spill a little bit of oil in it, and then it causes a ruckus.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty valid point. Yeah, I mean, we saw some behemoths in there, a lot of slugfests, a lot of hoss matches, as we like to say.
Yeah.
The Malonis match versus Keith Lee, that's definitely worth watching. You can catch that on Beyond Demand. Was that the one with Drew Cordero and Joey Styles commentating too?
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. It's a must-see. If you want to see, men well over 300 pounds hurricane rana-ing each other and suplexing each other off the top rope and so on, jumping off the top rope on multiple occasions, you got to watch it.
Yeah, no, I certainly agree. I can't think of anything that was more exciting just leading up to tonight. I felt like the ring would break eventually, and another match that really caught my eye was the John Gresham match.
Yeah.
I thought that was really good with Joey Janela.
Yeah, that was really good. It was nice to see Joey back, too. I mean...
Is that for the...
But, there was a lot of returns, and a lot of... we mentioned that Michael Elgin obviously came back. Janela came back. He had that, I think, thumb injury, so... I don't know if he might have been wrestling in a couple other promotions too, but I believe this was the return to Beyond, so it was great to see him back in action. We've got Angel Ortiz back there representing Team Pazuzu. But yeah, it was a really technical battle. I think it was interesting to see Gresham take the defeat in that matchup too, because if we remember his series against Zack Sabre Jr., he won 3 matches against him.
Yeah.
Which is really saying something, especially for Sabre, who's really made a great impression in the Cruiserweight Classic. So. But, we'll see. This could really elevate Joey Janela going forward.
Which is kind of crazy. I wasn't expecting, Joey Janela to pick up the victory, although he has been pretty successful.
And he did. Let's face it. There was some assistance from his manager, who was ringside.
And that's the first time we're seeing this manager.
Yeah.
Which was might be his key to victory. And if Shug D ever makes his return, maybe Shug D should give her a call because I would love to see Shug D back on the winning train, But I think that's good. He took some time away from Beyond, and he's going to return. There's no doubt in my mind that he'll be back.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just a matter of when.
We'd love to see him back wrestling. Of course, we'd also love to see him sitting right here in this seat, which we always keep sacred for him.
This is what's missing. We're missing Shug D. We're missing Darius Carter. When these guys leave, or if they're not booked for the event, man, the stack card gets some damage. But hey, we'll break down all the action, and we'll still keep it cool,
Yeah, I think one of the other spectacular matches from the evening was the first one, and I've been on the record saying it many times. You need to make sure the first match of the night is one of the most exciting matches of the night because it's going to set the tone. And that was with the American Destroyers taking on Heidi Lovelace and Kimberly, which was very fast-paced and high-flying. I think it was pretty cool seeing Donovan Dijak in the very first match of the night too.
Yeah.
So he was just fully charged up and ready to go.
It was certainly a little bit different because we never really seen Mike Webb as far as in the last year Beyond Wrestling. So it's cool to see him out there. Not only that, but you have like males versus females, which is certainly something different. But then that was the first match, and then the second match was Brian Fury, which, I mean, those are two big names, back-to-back matches, and that's just kicking off your show.
Yeah, so it was really impressive. I think both shows really brought it, had a lot of action. I think maybe arguably the match that tore the house down, blew the roof off of the place, had to be Dessa Blanchard versus Ricochet.
Yeah.
Which was really awesome. And they're standing right over there.
Really?
They may have heard us.
Great. Well, that's always good.
Here we go, two of the great stars of Beyond Wrestling tonight. Yeah. Getting some screen time.
Put on an incredible match, and just the in-ring chemistry was perfect. Everything really worked out. It was perfect.
And they're kind of backing in right on cue.
Our camera is in reverse. Our camera can go fast forward too. Who would have thought?
Yeah, I mean, the match was definitely a must-see. You have to subscribe to Be On Demand just to catch it.
It's the only place you'll see it.
Yeah, you're not going to see it anywhere else.
No.
And it was for the first time ever, too.
Yeah. So well, that's for sure. And when you got two people that have great ring chemistry together, it just makes the match 100 times better. Because you see people, they could be two great wrestlers, but if they're put in the ring and they have no chemistry together, sometimes the match is very stale. But when you have people with good chemistry, they create magic. And that's what we saw in that match.
Yeah, I mean, we saw some things in that match that we had never seen before in any of the match or any of the events that we've attended for Beyond. So just all the flipping, all the jumping off the top ropes.
Seems like every time we attend a Beyond event, we're always seeing something that we've never seen before. So
I'd say so.
It's good to keep in mind.
That's for sure. I mean, it's the place to be. So many interesting events coming up. I know Beyond mentioned that they were going to be doing a show in Worcester. The first time they'll be going to Worcester, Mass. I think look for that in the middle of November. I think November 20th.
Really?
Yeah.
So that means you got tournament for today, early November.
Yeah.
And then the Worcester show.
Yes.
Interesting.
And then I think there's another one that's going to be later on in the month too.
Really?
That's going to be sort of a mutual event with Evolve. I believe that one's going to be in Melrose.
Oh yeah, that's December.
December, okay.
December 11th, I believe. I don't know. I could be wrong. But it's sometime in December. Early December. Should be great. Is that going to be in Melrose? Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll probably be there. And so one person who was missing tonight was our buddy with blonde hair.
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
From Top Rope Promotions, right?
Yeah. He is always the MVP because when we do these post shows, we're watching him carry down poles, carry out wood. Takes everything.
He's the heart and soul of this place.
He's the heart. Yeah. He just sets the mood in the room, and we can see his tag team partner over there, Shawty, working very hard.
Shout out.
Yeah. But it's weird. It's just weird looking over there and not seeing a young blonde male walking, carrying fences, and carrying the house out with him.
Yeah.
You know,
Now, what were you gonna say?
Okay.
I was gonna say this. I think I can't believe we made it this far through the show without mentioning this. There was, so many crazy events that took place today. One of them was the match between Tracy Williams and Chris Dickinson.
Oh yeah.
Now, do you remember what happened in that one? So the match was actually officiated by a good friend of the Stack Cards, official Stephen Demeng.
Yeah.
You can follow him on Twitter at ref Stephen Demeng. And so this was how the match transpired. Dickinson was doing really well. All of a sudden, he had Williams in a position where he could lock in a submission. He got the submission in. Tracy Williams tapped out, but Dickinson left the hold in. And Williams kept tapping, and Dickinson wouldn't let go. So Stephen Demeng actually overturned the decision. Even though Williams tapped out, he called it a disqualification because Dickinson wouldn't let go, obviously.
Yep.
So Chris Dickinson, being Chris Dickinson, wasn't a huge fan of that decision, so he decided to give Steven a Pazuzu powerbomb, throwing him at all of the other officials in the corner.
Poor Stephen Demeng, this guy has reffed a ton of matches tonight.
He ref the main event.
He might as well wrestled it. After getting Pazuzu bombed, this guy, and then as you said, he showed up for the main event. Referees, as you mentioned earlier, they've taken ref bumps in matches. All they do is get pushed against the rope and they just drop to the floor. This guy got thrown across the ring, still showed up and ref the main event with no blemishes at all.
Yeah.
Refed it perfect right down the middle.
I would say so. Yeah, he did definitely a great officiating performance by him tonight, and I think I remember the very first time he was reffing at Beyond Wrestling, maybe a couple months ago, and to see him now getting the main event slot, that's got to be saying something. So
it is, and he got a nice little haircut.
He did.
Yeah, I think the haircut is good luck.
A lot of people have been getting hair. Even Brian Fury, I think, got a little haircut.
Yeah, I was noticing that, and his opponent, Adam Cole,
yeah.
bald.
Yeah,
that might have been the most shocking haircut of the night. And, I just want to talk about haircuts. Warbeard Hansen had tape on his head.
That's right.
He got stitches. So, that's kind of like a hair accessory.
I would say so.
And the fact that he wrestled a match, after getting cut open, I believe it was last night or 2 nights ago, Friday night, he still wrestled the match and he still did a somersault from the top rope to the outside of the ring onto his opponent's, the hit squad.
Oh,
definitely, yeah.
Without a doubt, man.
Without a doubt, and I see something. That's a 49ers jersey back there. Guess what, guys? Dallas Cowboys beat the 49ers.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that one, too, because I ended up rolling with the Cowboys this week, but my other picks are not so great, so...
Yeah, well, the problem was that New Orleans last-minute touchdown put them over the Chargers. Phillip Rivers had one chance to drive down the field and threw a pick. So we're keeping up with football while we were watching this event. We get all alerts through the phone, so pretty cool. And you can have your cake and eat it too, That's pretty much what we had today. Joey Styles was in the house.
Yeah.
And, whenever you get Joey Styles signing autographs, taking pictures, it's a fun event.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it was really cool. We got to do the announcement for the main event. He was on commentary for multiple matches and hanging out in the back. I know you got to go over and meet him, so that's really cool. You got a picture with him.
I said cheese.
One of the all-time legends in wrestling, so it's great to see him coming over to New England and supporting a great organization like this.
Yeah, and he said he's going to be working a lot of Northeast
promotions.
Events. Yeah, he said he thinks wrestling is the best up in this territory. He wants to work more events, and I'm guessing he'll be at a few more events just based off what I was hearing. So stay tuned for that.
Oh, definitely.
It's going to be a good month. It's going to be a good month. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think another match, too, that's worth mentioning was probably one of my favorite matches from the post-intermission on Midas Touch, Jaka and Matt Riddle.
right.
There we go.
I remember that. Hey,
Flip
how are
Gordon
you?
making an appearance. So I think that was a really good match, a really technical battle.
Oh, there's John Silver,
John Silver,
who we mentioned earlier.
check him
in
out.
the main event.
Tournament for today, next month. But
Keep feeling like I should say tournament for tomorrow.
yeah, I can't even say it right. Like
It's a little difficult.
I'm gonna have to get used to it.
You're gonna have to get used to a lot of things. I miss Shinron.
Yeah, maybe we'll send him a message on Twitter.
We could always fly down to Atlanta and go see him.
I think we should.
Yeah. And check him out, hang out with him in his car and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear it's a nice city.
Of course. John Gresham's from Atlanta. So
It's good.
yeah, just
Pretty
a little
cool.
fun fact. So as you were saying,
Yeah, so Riddle versus Jocko was a really good match too, I think. Really technical. And we're seeing Matt Riddle go through. We're seeing Chris Dickinson back
the
up
Dirty
here.
Dad.
We're just talking about your great Pazuzu bomb to Stephen Tamang.
Oh, poor guy. Somehow
I
he
call it
still
Pazuzu
came
now.
back and reffed the main event though. So
Well, they caught him. He didn't actually, the referees, they're starting to band together. They got to create a union amongst themselves. I saw some unity tonight in the Zebras, man. Maybe they're going to start their own little stable and start fighting us. Fighting all us rule breakers and bullies and assholes and all that shitty stuff. They got this awesome Japanese wrestling magazine. Vic Schenberg, one of our top fans here at Beyond Wrestling, presented me with tonight as a gift.
wow, that's incredible.
That's awesome.
Yeah, at Pazuzu Bomb, a referee, I get tokens of affection from our lovely fan base.
That's what the fans like to see. They like violence towards the
I mean,
referees.
I would hope so. It's because they don't really do that much of that on TV anymore, right? There's not too much violence at all. People always just getting married. It's like WWE's turned into like Dancing with the Stars or something.
Well, there's not too much creativity in general.
Yeah.
Just like the titles between Raw and SmackDown, they're the same exact title, just different colors.
I saw that. I saw like they had all the titles lined up in a picture, but they all look the same. They're just different colors now.
Exactly, yeah.
It's like the titles were. I think they killed the titles the first time when they did the split.
Yeah.
What do you
think
guys
so.
think? Why would they even do that again?
Yeah, I was not a fan of this brand split.
I was looking forward to it, but then when I saw that they kept the same arenas,
Yeah, but they have the different rosters now, like they did back in that one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it was kind of cool. Yeah.
oh yeah, it's fun.
Back then, maybe, but
They had a way better roster back then too. They had way better players.
they were inheriting two other basically complete rosters.
Yeah.
So it made sense.
Well, if WWE does buy TNA, there's rumors going on this weekend.
That is
TNA's
real,
up for
huh?
sale, yeah.
That is a real deal. But Billy Corgan might buy it.
I hope so.
Either way, I think TNA is probably doomed. Like, 'cause what is Vince gonna keep TNA as a brand? Like,
I don't
all
think
those.
so.
Yeah, because then what he'll do? He'll buy it, and then they'll just buy it for the tape library, basically,
Yeah,
just to
well, that's-
produce it and put it on the network,
Yeah.
make DVDs.
That's
you
what
know?
it would be, yeah. And then they just take the superstars and put them on the shows, if they could.
If they give the how
Yeah.
many whoever gets a job.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, Billy Corgan's been doing a great job. It's just,
What does he do? He's the booker now.
Yeah, he's the president.
Oh, like the president, like the acting
The
president.
actual
Oh,
president.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, so he had his own company at one point too, right?
Yeah, yeah. And Dixie's like the chairman, and then he's the president, and he's been doing great since January. All the storylines, tonight's Bound for Glory, their biggest pay-per-view of the year, and I mean, there's gonna be like a no holds barred match, all this crazy stuff going on. So it should be exciting for me. It's like something on TV that's different.
That's like my friend Lance. He's like one of my best friends I met in high school. We used to play like Fire Pro Wrestling for like 10 hours a day. Like that was it. And just watch Japanese wrestling and watch all sorts of wrestling. Like I'm always just like super like I'm not like a fan anymore. But he still watches all of it, the TNA too. He doesn't hate any of it. And like I guess like maybe at one point he was like a smart mark kind of, but now he's just like I just watch it all. What else am I supposed to do with my life? It's on TV. I'm gonna watch it. Like oh I love that. Like and it could be like the worst thing ever. He's like it was great. Like, all right, man, cool.
Yeah, well, there's so much of it on TV right now, or even on the internet.
It's oversaturated, There's tons of wrestling.
It's way too much.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. talk pros and cons all day.
I mean, nothing feels special anymore, especially the pay-per-views. Now there's a pay-per-view every 2 weeks.
Oh,
for
fucking!
WWE.
You could blame WCW for that. WCW was the one who started the pay-per-view a month. You know,
Yeah.
for what? They'd give away the pay-per-view matches on Nitro. You know.
Yeah.
I can talk wrestling all day, man, but I gotta rock and roll.
right.
For sure.
Take care.
All right, have a good night. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think one of my favorite lines of the night was actually by Dickinson
Yeah.
when I think he was talking to, might have been Chuck O'Neil or Matt Riddle, and he was, I think it was. Do you remember which match that was? When
That
he was
was-
kind of going off on that huge rant. I don't
That
remember.
I believe that was after the Pazuzu match.
Yeah.
Because then, after Pazuzu fought against
Massage Envy and Joey Ryan. Yeah.
yeah, I believe that's when everybody came out again, and
Yeah. So I
the
think.
speech of the night happened pretty much.
Yeah, and Dickinson was mostly aiming it towards, I believe, Matt Riddle
Yeah,
and Chuck O'Neil, basically saying, all right, guys, you guys think you're MMA fighters, get in this ring right now, let's do this.
Yeah.
And O'Neil and Riddle didn't go in the ring. So Dickinson's like, all right, guys, maybe I'll see you on Monday Night Raw next week. And it's like saying something like that, you know, it's kind of disparaging. And it's sort of funny how it's gotten to that point, maybe by WWE's own doing.
that's true. And another cool thing with Dickinson tonight, we kind of saw a personal side of him during between the co-main event and the main event. There was a donation, a raffle throughout the night for his aunt who overcome breast cancer, is overcoming breast cancer, and it was awesome to see, you know, the fans all come together, come over to the table and donate, you know, and you get a signed poster of all the wrestlers, American Rana poster. It was really cool, and you could go online. It's Margaret's Mania online. So
We posted a link on our Twitter page as well. Maybe we'll get it up on Facebook later on. So just check out the charity, and you know, it'd be very much appreciated if you can donate something. So
yeah, because a lot of guys tonight didn't have cash. A lot of people just carry credit, debit. You know, so now it's your chance. You can go online if you weren't able to donate, you know, with cash. You can go online, use your card, and donate whatever you can. You know, a dollar, even a dollar helps. So.
yeah, and every single penny's going right to the charity, so it's not going to anybody. There's no middleman.
No, of course.
Right to the charity. So it's definitely, I mean, it doesn't even any charity. You know, anything helps. So
Yeah.
it's much appreciated.
Definitely is. It looks like there's some kind of gathering going on behind us, and it's not Magic the Gathering, so I hope you're not texting Brad Bowman.
Hopefully, it's not a gathering of the Juggalos either.
What's the Juggalos?
Fans of the Insane Clown Posse.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what they're called?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, you know, they have the infamous makeup-clad hip-hop group.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically just a gathering of the most bizarre people on the planet, usually somewhere down south, and it's just kind of like mayhem for a week.
Wow.
But, yeah, can't believe we mentioned Juggalos today.
Yeah. You never know what you're going to hear here on the Stack Card, you know?
Yep.
What the hell? I'm trying to figure out this whole ring situation. It looks like a whole different crew. Like, I don't even see the guy from the long hair, what's his name, Steve?
Steven?
You know Steve, right?
Ref?
No, not Ref.
Oh.
Who's the guy who runs?
Top rope. I don't know what his
Top
name.
rope. Yeah, the guy with the glasses long hair. I don't even see him.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. Someone's like passed on the couch. Okay, he woke up. Yeah, so tonight was a great night, and next event will be in Aurora, Providence, tournament for today, which is good. It's not the week of Thanksgiving, so there is a possibility to be able to come out and make it.
Tournament for today 1. TFT 1. It's going to be the very first one, so make sure to go check it out.
I got one question. It's been on my mind all night because we've seen a couple of odd pairings that we would have never even thought of to see. If you could pick one match between any two Beyond wrestlers that you've seen, who would what two competitors would you have go up against each other?
For a second, I thought I saw one of them walk right past us, but yeah, I was going to say Zach, he's right there. Zack Sabre versus Keith Lee, but we're going to get it next month.
Yeah,
So
you're gonna get it.
Honestly, I'm not sure. That would have been my answer. What about you?
Did we see Brian Fury versus Gresham? I would like to see
I don't
that.
know. I feel like we haven't. Hey, Steven, how's it going?
Hey, we were just mentioning that willpower
Yeah.
to get Pazuzu and then come back for the main event to referee without a blemish.
Yes, I mean, I think blemish is maybe a bit of an understatement. Fortunately, there was enough time for me to recover in that time frame, and there was maybe a couple hours. So, I was legitimately terrified for my life, and I can't deny that. I'm sure everyone saw that, and I will say, being Pazuzu bomb was scary.
Yeah.
It was definitely something I was never expecting. So I'm glad I survived. I'm glad I can walk away on my 2 feet.
Yeah.
And next time I share a ring with Mr. Dickinson, hopefully something along those lines never happens again.
Hopefully not.
I agree.
And we just talked with Dickinson, so he said that it seemed like the referees were forming a unified bond together. So
Coalition.
yeah.
Well, I mean, our job as officials is to enforce the law of the wrestling, the squared circle, if you will. And unfortunately, everyone that was in attendance, everyone watching, did see me give him multiple warnings, multiple verbal warnings after the match was over, and unfortunately, he did not heed, he did not comply, and he gave me one measure, and that was to overturn that decision, and unfortunately, it led to that, and again, I'm just enforcing the rules, enforcing my job. We have to promote the safety of each and every individual in that ring, and like I said, Mr. Dickinson was not complying, and Mr. Williams was in danger. So I had to step in, and that's what I did.
Gotta do what you gotta do,
Fair
right?
decision.
Will you be at tournament for today?
That will be November 6th,
Yep.
my friends. I will be there.
All right, perfect.
There you go.
Good to know.
Absolutely. And always, I hope you guys will be there.
Of course.
Definitely.
Thank God.
Aurora,
Or
yeah.
whoever you. But in any case,
Hopefully the viewers will be there too.
yes. It was an excellent time here
Yeah,
in
it was.
good old Massachusetts. Always love coming to see you guys and coming to see everyone here. It's always a blast at Beyond. Again, I'm Ref Steve DeMac. I get to walk on my 2 feet. Thank God. Again, fortunately able to walk away from very devastating, terrifying.
Yeah.
I will say it definitely took me some time to recover. But again, unfortunately,
As
walking
long-
on my 2 feet.
Yeah.
That's most
I was
important
cleared.
thing.
We're all set.
Looked like a roller coaster. The way
I think, there's this Six Flags reverse coaster. I think it might be Joker. That's basically what I can describe the experience of that as. So yes, just basically flying. So it was, yes, like I said, I am very fortunate that I can walk away on my 2 feet.
Yep.
Gentlemen, always a pleasure.
It's been
Thank you
real.
very much.
Thank you very much.
Always.
Thank
The Stat Card, you guys are always awesome. Thank you so much for bringing it to everyone
anytime.
in the interwebs, live and in person. You guys rock. Always support them. You guys always have me. So
Thank you.
I will always support, and we have plenty of guys and plenty of people that will continue to support you guys. Brand new viewers, and a lot of other good people that will totally join. Like I said, Stat Card Podcast. Join these guys. They're awesome.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Always a pleasure,
Take
guys.
care. We'll
right,
see
thanks.
you
Take
next
care.
month.
Yes, sir. Take care, guys.
Take care.
All right, bye.
So,
All right.
that was the event. We're wrapping it up, and it was an honor to be here at Arts at the Armory for the fourth or fifth.
Something
We
like
on
that.
4. We started last September 27th was Powder Cake, and then from there it's just been a roller coaster ride. Honestly, this venue is one of the best venues. As you can see, the ceilings are pretty high, so if you, the acoustics are amazing in here. It's a pretty big hall, and
Great place to hold events.
it is. Well, I mean, you see, when you go to a lot of wrestling promotions and a lot of wrestling events, they're like little bingo halls where the ceilings are just about as tall as the ring. So when the wrestler goes to the top rope, it's just a little leap, but it's not a full leap. Here, we can get 350-pound guys jumping off the top rope you could see it all here. So
Definitely.
looking forward to return soon. So I'm all ready to sign off.
All right. I
All
think
right.
that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Catch you next time, all right?
9:40. I'm going home to watch TNA. Actually, Sunday night football. And yeah, bye-bye. Peace, love, chicken grease.